Hey guys, Brett Weiss here. Welcome to another video. My car, there's a screw in the tire and it's at Discount Tire down the road. So I walked down here to Generation X Games and Comics. I haven't been here in a long time. Guys, this place is amazing. It's one of the most organized, most well laid out comic book store I've ever seen. Plus there's a lot of discounts. So let's go in and check it out. Guys, this place is massive, so we will just check out the highlights. I mean, huge. As you walk inside, you will see a ton of plushies. These things are huge these days, super popular with gamers, with comic book fans, you name it. Pop culture fanatics, plushies are massive. And boy, this store is loaded down with them. Oh look, Cuphead. We're gonna have some gaming references in the store, so hang tight. How many of you guys have seen the Sonic the Hedgehog encyclopedia? Pretty cool, or encyclopedia. They actually have a nice selection of gaming hardcovers, including Minecraft Ideas book and this really beautiful Legend of Zelda book, Art and Artifacts. Not only do they have a nice selection of Funko Pops, they actually buy them. So bring in your Funkos if you're in the North Texas area. Mario and Luigi just hanging out with a bunch of Spider-Men. One of the most impressive aspects of this store is the back issue selection and the way it's laid out. They've got them in these filing cabinets. You may have seen the filing cabinet in my Antique Mall booth. Such a convenient way to store comic books and have them on display. You can put thousands in one small area. Pretty cool. Across the top of the cabinets, they have some older issues on display there, including some Cyborg action there, Submariner. Who's better, Submariner and Aquaman, and who would win in a fight? And Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane. Comics were so popular back in the day, selling hundreds of thousands of copies of the more popular titles, some cases breaking 1 million, that Lois Lane and Jimmy Olsen even got their own comics. They weren't exactly PC back in the day, but they sure know how to sell a comic book. Here's a so-called girl that could beat Superman. First time in his life, he says. She's a woman, not a girl. They've even got an entire row dedicated to dollar books. You guys know I love a bargain, and I spotted something really cool in this first cabinet. You guys will appreciate this. Here we go. They've got several issues of Atari Force for just $1 each. That's definitely a bargain. It's a good read, good art, fun stories back in the day. Let me know if you ever read this comic book series or if you read the little comics that were in some of the Atari 2600 games. Across the top here, they've got some back issue magazines, including a pretty unstable issue of Mad there. And the Computer Craze era, October 1985. Pretty cool. Check this out. I used to play Scrabble with my brother and my mom and my wife and other family members all the time, but I never saw this $400 luxury edition. That is something else. Let's look at the back. Oh, that's nice. That's playing Scrabble in style. They've got a bunch of graphic novels and others books back here at 50% off, and Funko's at 50% off. And I spy a book that my buddy Tony Isabella wrote, 1,000 Comic Books You Must Read, and I recommend that book, perhaps as one of the 1,000 books you must read. This one jumped out at me, Pantha from the old Warren magazines featuring Vampirilla. And among the 50% off pop toys, they have these Frontline Heroes. I should get my sister, who's a nurse, one of these. These are really cool. The half off section extends around the corner. So you got a whole bunch more books and magazines, 50% off. These Walking Dead paperbacks these trade paperbacks used to be just hot as heck, but you can get a nice selection here for half price. Still good stuff though, highly recommended. Continuity in comic books is definitely not what it used to be. They have so many just mini series within series. Back in the day, you could follow along with a monthly comic book and just know what the character's doing from month to month, and there would be a logical progression. But these days, man, it is just all over the map. You've got all these self-contained stories that oftentimes don't have anything to do with each other. But, you know, a lot to be said about a self-contained story as well. Many of you know that I'm a huge fan of The Flash, and I haven't collected the comics in a long time. Looks like there's a brand new series, Absolute Flash, number 3. 1 per customer. Must be a hot book. I'm sure I'm missing out. Their new comic selection is laid out very nicely. These are books that are recent and from, I'm not even sure who distributes comics anymore now that with the Diamond thing in limbo. But there's another Flash. I think Diamond Comics recently sold, but I haven't been keeping up with it too much. I still read back issues and graphic novels and stuff, but I don't follow the new stories, unfortunately, but looks like some interesting stuff here. Still cranking out world's finest. If it's one thing comic books do, they feed off their past. Ooh, that's a nice looking poison ivy there. Not poison ivy, that's fire from Fire and Ice. See, it's been a while. There's a cover inside the cover. I loved Fire and Ice when they were in the Justice League. That was a ton of fun. Back in the 90s. Some Superman comics for those of you who want to whet your appetite for the upcoming feature film. I'm looking forward to it for sure. They've also got tons and tons of model kits. A huge area dedicated to role-playing games, miniatures, and that kind of thing. In these showcases, they have some Silver Age and Golden Age comics, including The Flash. Love it. I remember reading that one where he got so fat. They just don't make him like that anymore. And in this one, his weight was increasing, but not his body mass. So it's sort of a different idea. The old cartoon books were a lot of fun. Just simple, something to read at the end of the day when you just want to unwind. Yeah, I still like reading old cartoon comics. They have graded comics as well. Now, if memory serves, this Punisher miniseries was before the long-running series, the ongoing series. And this is a 9.8. Looks really nice. And you got She-Hulk #1. Some good stuff. Any of you guys ever read the old Gold Key Star Trek? It was hilarious. They would get the names of different things wrong. Sometimes even the character names were wrong. Just ridiculous. It's like the writers heard of the series but never actually watched it. A 2.0 Lolly and Pepper for $60. That's going to make someone very happy, but it's got to be just that specific customer. Very obscure. Check it out, guys. The first appearance of Barbara Gordon, Batgirl. Now, that's a 1.5, but it actually looks pretty solid for that grade. $350. First appearance of a key character. That would look fantastic on display. Guys, all this recording is making me thirsty. I just may have to grab a Hank's root beer. Hank's is definitely one of the best sodas around. I had a grape one recently. Holy cow, it was good. No aftertaste, just really smooth. Delish. With a little sting. They cater to younger readers as well. You've got an assortment of graphic novels and comics, including Taylor Swift. Who is Taylor Swift? I think we know who that is. Anyway, yeah, very nice, family-friendly location here. And I love these children's books with the old artwork, with the 70s style art. Really cool. Some very nice statues here, including Harley Quinn and the old school Batgirl. Really nice. Shazam. These are really beautiful. And then you got Human Torch back there, looking cool. Very nice. What's up, Professor X? Doing some thinking? You gamers got to check this out. These really cool floor mats, including Zelda and Sonic. They're not super cheap. They'll run you $40, but if you're like me and don't have a ton of people come over, then they're gonna last you a while. Very cool. Shoes off. I like that. Clever. Guys, I did find these video games. These are just sort of randomly put in the store, but hey, there you go. We do have some games. Of course, tons of role-playing games, but actual video games. Well, there you go, guys. Generation X Comics. They've actually been around since 1994. They've moved to this nicer location about a decade ago, but they started business on October 19th, 1994. And every October 19th, they have a sale, an in-store sale on pretty much everything in the store. So if you're ever in Bedford, Texas, Fort Worth area, Dallas area, check out Generation X Comics. I will put their information In the description, just let me know in the comments, what is your favorite comic book store? And have you been to any of the comic book stores in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, including Generation X? Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for liking. We will talk to you in another video.